Welcome back guys to the latest video. In this video you're going to find a few faults relating to speed being on the high side, issues with a reversing exercise, positioning faults on roundabouts and when there's more than one lane to choose from, decisions that were made that affect other cars, decisions being made in regards to which path to take around a roundabout to get to the desired exit, and a few more things. So quite a few things to go over on this one. So stay tuned and let's get into it. Right, here we have the first fault. The learner driver sees the bus come in and thinks if the bus starts to turn, that will give me a chance to make my move. Now they do that. However, here's the rear view footage and there's a white car coming along at a fair old pace that had to slow down. So the decision to go here was the wrong one, and because it had a serious impact on another driver, it would be classed as a serious fault. Now, on approach to the roundabout, turning right, taking the third exit. I will post a link to the full tutorial video showing exactly how this one should be done. So they come on, they're going round. Now as they pass exit number 2, which is that one, you should still be coming round with your right signal on, checking left, signalling left and moving right over towards that blue sign on that lamppost. Now they were a little bit late here in moving over. I'm going to mark this one as a minor fault because there was no other cars that were affected by that. Now they're making their way up towards a big roundabout. They dealt with this one fine, following the signs ahead towards the A907. No problems here at all. And they've turned into this street here. Only advice was to slow down for the bumps. A couple of speed bumps, that was one of them. And another one here. Nothing serious, just a little bit slower, would have been softer. Enter the 20 miles an hour zone here. And the speed was on the high side up towards 24, 25. Not a major fault because it wasn't over a long period of time. Certainly something to keep an eye on though. Now we're turning right on the mini roundabout here, third exit. It was fairly busy, but there was a few opportunities the learner didn't take. And actually it got to a point where I had to step in and say, I suggest you go, because there was cars waiting at the back to get moving. Right, we're making our way along towards Sinclair Gardens roundabout. Full tutorial video available online, I'll link to that as well. Following the signs for the city centre, that's Eastport. That should be a right turn, fourth exit. Now at the moment everything's fine with the position. However here, should have taken the right hand lane, the inside lane, and because the learner chose not to take that lane, they didn't have access to Eastport EPT. However, they stayed safe and left the roundabout here, and they came down the hill, turned round, came back up and managed to get back on track towards the city centre. So no serious fault, more of a minor fault for planning. So everything was fine here coming along the city centre. Stop sign, stopped, moved off, no problem. And the next task was into a car park for reverse into a bay. Now there was two faults here. One of them was serious and one of them was minor. The first fault, the serious fault, was when the learner driver stopped, selected reverse gear, they started reversing without checking round to the right or to the left. The observations started to come in, but not before they started moving. And jumping forward to the minor fault, a fix was required. It didn't come in the way it was meant to, but they did manage to get the car inside the bay lines, although it wasn't perfectly straight. We're turning left here at the traffic lights. Now when you do this left turn, there's two lanes. It's not marked very well, but you've got to know that you can't sit in the middle between two lanes. Now there's a parked van on the left which causes the learner to move their car out, but when they move the car out, they stay out. Now there's a car at the back who's trying to use the right hand lane to pass, that's footage of them there, but they were obstructed because of the position, so that was the fault there. So to sum up, we had faults for speeding, faults for positioning, faults for planning, and faults for the manoeuvre not being perfect.
When you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway.